What you talk, Lewis? What you telling me, my brother?
Yo, Garnacho wants to leave my club, so things are actually relatively good right now. That's the best news we've had all summer. So yeah, other than that, everything's decent. It's been a lovely weekend. Obviously, we're watching the England game, got bladdered as per usual, and we're waiting for wheels to start moving with Chelsea because we're still in a position where it's like there's tumbleweed, and we're not really doing a lot because we're waiting for a lot of outgoings, and not a lot of clubs are trying to take our deadwood. But we might be able to
Hold
get
on, what
Garnacho to Roma.
you have to sell to buy kind of thing. Like you have to.
Well, it kind of like I don't know if it's solely for the case of having the money to be able to bring players in, or if it's because we want to cut down the squad because we got one game a week,
So
or maybe
you're
the
trying to
answer's
free
in
up
between the
space.
middle. Yeah, it's one or the other, or the answer's in the middle. But ultimately, we need to get rid of players before we bring players in. That's why the Lacroix deal's now's gone very quiet. Even though Lacroix still wants Chelsea, we still want him. We need to get rid of Chalobah. Chalobah was meant to be going to Inter Milan. Typically, when you deal with Inter Milan, they drag their feet and they take fucking ages. So that means that the move doesn't go anywhere. And now we're trying to get Como back interested, and they've decided now we're going for Davinson Sanchez of all players. So this is what happens when you deal with Serie A. Serie A are probably going to drag their feet over the Garnacho deal. They want a loan with an option to buy. We want an obligation to buy because we know what they're going to do. They're going to watch him for 1 year and then they're going to bench him before it becomes an obligation. We don't want that. We want you gone. So something's got to get done permanently.
I hear it completely, bro. You know what I'm saying? My team's doing the opposite. We're doing good business right now.
Tielemans surprised me. I didn't expect you to make that move. That's a good move.
Oh, neither did I, man. It's a great signing, bro. It's not a signing that I expected under this ownership because I didn't think that they would do that. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, if you actually listen to what Omar Barada's been saying, he's always said, listen, if an opportunity arises, we'll always be flexible. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was one of them things where I think that the opportunity to sign him was too good to turn down, innit? And it's a player that...
I don't remember anyone speaking about that release clause.
Nah, because but they don't disclose these things. You're not really meant to know they're there. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
It's one of like Elise's one when we tried to break up and like, no, you weren't meant to know about that. We're gonna report you for tapping up.
Yeah, and that's what Tottenham. I think Tottenham, something similar happened with Tottenham and I think Gibbs White or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think there was I think there was something similar like that. So it was one of them things where I think, well, I don't know how United were made aware of that. I think there were other clubs in for him, and I think we must.
Honestly, I think the rules have just changed. Like we said, when we spoke with Elise first before the club, we nearly got reports for being tapped up for tapping him up. Now everybody does it. It's now common protocol. You talk to the player and then you talk to the club. I think I don't know if there's been a loophole change in the rules or if people just aren't reporting on it now, but everybody does that. If we had done that now with Elise and not 3 years ago, the transfer would have gone through. But if you had done what you've done with Tielemans now, maybe you would have got tapped up, got reported for tapping up for it.
Potentially. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. The Tielemans thing is amazing because we finally got a player that we needed, in it. Like Man United, I've always complained that United never have control of football matches. When you've got someone like a Yuri Tielemans, that is a guy that controls the tempo of games. This is a guy that calms things down. This is a guy that we've needed in this midfield for some time, innit? And everyone's got their ideas about who United should sign next, But the truth is, we've increased the quality in our team massively just by the two profiles that we've brought in, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the window's only started. Like, this Man United team's already a lot better than it was last season, just based on the depth and the profiles, man. And I think the football that we're going to play next season, I think it's going to shock a few people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I see absolutely no reason why people and everyone collectively are eulogizing over the Yuri Tielemans. One thing I would say is that people are allowed to have different opinions in football. Like, people are actually allowed. You get what I'm saying? So when people are saying to me, rants, like, get onto Saeed or get onto Nuruddin or get onto Musa because they got a different... Bro, listen, everyone's allowed to have their own opinions. Like that's fine, innit? I'm not gonna get on to them. Like when we're sitting in front of each other and we're talking about it, like I'll challenge their opinions. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna get onto them because they don't necessarily agree that he's the right signing, bro. Because we talk in a group chat every day. We was talking maybe like 10 minutes ago. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things where time will tell, innit? But
it's the YouTube thing where I want to see an argument. That's what it is.
nah, but the thing is, we could argue face to face, but I'm not gonna sit here, do you know what I mean, and talk about the fact that they're not happy. I don't care, bro. Like I'm happy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not that deep. It's just why people are saying it. They just want to see some beef.
But it's not even really a beef thing. Now. It's like, you know what it is? It's not even a beef thing. I think it's a societal thing where.
But that's how it be portrayed.
I think everyone just wants. I think there's a want or a need from people in general, yeah, for everyone to disagree with them. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The truth is, I don't give a fuck if people agree with me or not. Like, I'm not trying to convince you, yeah, that what I believe is correct. It's like, I'll have my opinion, you can have yours. And then we can agree to disagree. Do you know what I'm saying? Or we can agree that we agree. Do you know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm not trying to convince you because even if you believe what I believe, it doesn't change my day, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? My day's still going to be the same. Like,
that's the way it should be. But people are dragging it to something further than that. And again, bro, because everybody loves drama, controversy creates cash. It's the big saying.
It's true, bro. And that's why when I'm watching football now, it's like, for me, Youri Tielemans, yeah, I'm not comparing the two players, yeah, but like, since we had someone like Paul Scholes, yeah, and I mean an older Paul Scholes as well, that used to drop deep and dictate the game, we ain't had that kind of player, bro. And he scores bangers as well. He's got the long shots. He's got the ability to control tempo. He's not a player that relies on athleticism. There's a lot of similarities to me, like, when I look at the way he maneuvers around the pitch. He probably drives with the ball a bit better. Scholes didn't really need to initiate contact because he would just let the ball go across his body and he'll let the ball do the work. He'll ping it. But there's a lot of similarities by the way that they play football and the way the pockets they pick up and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's
I
one
just
of
look
them
at this transfer and I feel like this is a sort of transfer where it's like you could have paid 100 million for Adam Wharton or you could have done this for 35 million. And I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, damn, if we had got rid of Enzo Fernandez and pulled in Tielemans, I would have been like, fair fucks. Because at least that saves me for 2 to 3 years before I have to go and get someone a bit more long term. But that brother like papers over the cracks of losing Enzo perfectly from a deeper perspective.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, for me, I would not swap a player like Youri Tielemans for Enzo Fernandez because I think Yuri's a better footballer than him. So it's just one of those things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's a better footballer. I don't think that Enzo does anything better than Youri Tielemans with the ball at his feet. Do you know what I mean? He might be a bit more tenacious and a bit more energetic, but with the ball at his feet, I don't think he passes better. I don't think he shoots better. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them things. And I don't even think he carries the ball better. I don't think he does anything better on the ball. So when I'm looking at that acquisition, yeah, just knowing that Enzo costs 100 and something million and we've got this guy for 35 million, all we need is 3 solid seasons out of him. That's it. That's all we need, you know? Like, this is what's mad.
As long as you get someone that covers a ton of ground in front of him, you're good.
But also, there's loads of different combinations that we can play him in because we can play him with Santos. We don't know who else we're getting in. Do you know what I'm saying? We can play him with Kobbie Mainoo against the lesser teams because he's still more mobile than Casemiro. Like, it's not that it's hard. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dominating the ball anyway, so you don't care about nothing like
and if you're playing against low blocks and you're dominating the ball and you want to progress the ball out from the back, then you need players like him and Kobbie that can both drop into the pockets, receive the ball, and we now have a player that can pick up the ball from deep and drop the ball over the top into our wingers. And we never had that. We never had that before because he can find runners. So we've got a completely different profile to what we had before. And then on top of that, we got the captain of the Netherlands.
Oh, shit, yeah, he brought another captain into the team too. Good leadership. So he's got leadership.
Brother, KDB's still alive, you know. And Tielemans is the captain.
Yeah, fairs. I didn't even clock that.
So it's one of them things where we brought another leader in there. You know what I'm saying? And Aston Villa fans are crashing out. For the large part, Chelsea fans were crashing out when they lost Santos. So we've signed 2 players.
Yeah.
We've signed 2 players, and both teams aren't happy that they're gone. That's a good sign.
I've been saying 50 million was bullshit. We should have pulled you for 65. 50 million is probably going to get laughed at within a year's time. I do feel calmer about it now, just because I know he wanted to move regardless. And if a player wants to leave, you have to just accept it. But we still could have pulled more money out of the deal. I'm thinking 48 million, you kind of rushed that. And we're the same club demanding 75 million for Malo Gusto. You couldn't have tried to get that extra bread from Gusto into the Andre Santos deal. I think United would have paid it anyway.
Yeah. And even the injury record is overstated as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think the season before last, I was looking at the breakdown of his injuries, and the season before last, where he was their player of the season, players, player, and fans player of the season, the guy had over 40 starts. So all of this thing where man's always like, brother, it's overstated. I'll be honest, it's overstated. And the thing is, when you're at a team like Man United where we can rotate you anyway, what does it matter? Like, his responsibility at Man United is not going to be the same responsibility that he had at Aston Villa. It's not. We're not going to expect him to play every single week. Like, we're actually just not going to. So it's a completely different responsibility for him now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can use him in certain games, not use him for certain games. Exactly. He plays 30 plus Premier League games a season. Man is saying about injuries.
Nah, you're probably going to go and get another midfielder anyway. So that's just sorts out your depth.
But this is the point. So all these things that people are making up here, it doesn't make sense. It actually doesn't make sense.
I think everyone's just bringing, positively and negatively, people are just bringing points to the table on this one. But I think, like, for the most part, everyone's in agreement that this is a good move for you guys. Obviously, Said's kind of up and down about it. I think a few others are a bit up and down about it, but that's still more the minority than the majority. The majority, like, this is a very good deal for you at a very good price. No one expected him to go for this amount. We didn't even know there was a release clause.
But 35 million for a player of that quality is a steal in this market that allegedly there was no value in, because that was the chat that everyone was giving us before. There's no value in the market, Ranch. Just pay the 85 million for Fernandes. Why the hell do we do that?
You've got 2 cheap midfield transfers that are very good value for money.